Good evening, friends, and here we are again at the Start New Game screen for Krasnoyarsk. Yes, indeed. Having figured out some more stuff, that, for example, boats that were supposed to be provided to me, but were not due to unforeseen circumstances. We are starting over, but we are doing it, yes, basically reset, and yes, and this is apparently still set the way it was. Good, excellent. Hard reaction, money amount, hard. Citizens reaction, hard. Building vehicles, no, absolutely not. Day-night cycle, yes. Global events, not coming soon, yes, any day now. Pollution, yes. Starting in 1970, vehicles, all, yes. Complex, yes. Start new game. There we go, cheers. Right, and this time no vehicles were removed from my inventory, and I am just going to stop you from stealing anymore. That's the other end of the... Yes, this is not at all confusing, I realize, but the thing is that this boat here is sitting here and loading up on steel, and goddammit, stop it. I can't afford this stuff right now until I know what to do with it. Can't be just nothing. No. That should have taken care of that, and it did. That means that we have our work cut out for us. Right about over here somewhere. See? Indeed. You don't have any fuel, you say. You have fuel, but and you don't simultaneously. Yes. So can you go here? You load up on fuel, and then you go to Schwedz and load up on oil, sorry, and then you go there and load up on fuel. Now don't do that. Thing. Power is apparently very intermittent here. What the hell is this? Diesel plant. What? This is what we have for power. This is not going to do. You know. This won't do it all, at all. No. I think that we might even be better off importing power at this stage to get the, if I can, which I can't, of course, not without building a high voltage line from down here, which I certainly cannot afford. And I don't suppose that you would have provided one out here. It seems very unlikely. Nope. Right then. But this is just not good enough. This is crap. What the hell is this? You know, I have something better that can burn stuff and produce electricity, I think. Not that I liked it much before, but it may just serve a purpose at here. Yes, let's see. Power plant. We're not... What is this? This is like a small power plant. How much electricity? 360 megawatts per workday. Yes, megawatt hours per workday. Yes, but what is your... Okay, now you're doing fine. Now you're coping all of a sudden. Yes, this bitumen power plant, 2,520 megawatt hours of power per workday. That's a whole lot more. How much are you? If I wanted to say, would you please? That is quite expensive. That is very expensive. Can't afford. No. gonna have to make do with what we got. Yes, where is my construction office? That's a sawmill. I'm cutting down trees, apparently. Moscow has provided the will to cut down trees, but it feels a bit cheap, this, with the mud roads. Yes. And here's a bus of workers going to a tiny bus stop. Now, why would you want to go out here to work at the sawmill? Okay, I see. Right, first order of business is actually to get an oil refinery going and making some... Alright, look at this, what is this? And then you have trucks coming down here with 7 tons of oil each time. No, this is not going to do at all. And we are sitting on some proper resources of oil here. You know what I would like for future reference is storage mine. It's not mine. No, school. It's not a school. It's storage. Is what it is. Maybe yes. One of these. Yes. How much are you? Oh, you're not that expensive, actually. You do need flat terrain, though. Yes, construction office. First order of business is I need a lot more bulldozers on call here to do my bidding, because I'm going to have to need to remodel the landscape slightly. Do some landscaping. Yes, that's what I need to do. Should I go, or is this just beyond my reach financially? No, it isn't. It's very cheap, actually. How very nice. Do you really want to put this in the center of town? No, not really. Actually, I'm going to cheat a bit and leave you unconnected to road, because that way the vehicles will not need fuel. Or at least they won't realize that they need fuel until they have connected road connected to it. Now then, what do we have? Bulldozer, $25,000, and that's 39. Well, that is future technology that it really isn't available to us. However, this nuclear bulldozer. No, it doesn't work. Stalinek. It's a good. Let's just keep an eye on the nuclear excavator. No, I don't think so. 20, 22, 33, and you're just slightly more expensive. Good. That set me back a bit, yes. Anyway, let's see here. We're going with storage. Yes, storage. Large oil storage. This is where we're going to pump all the oil that comes in out of the oil fields. They will end up in here. It will end up in here. At some point. At some point. Are you going to pronounce everything twice? No, I'm not. Don't do that. Be careful here with the spending. Yes. Like that, for example. I suppose the barges and everything down there are set up so that the steel, if I would have allowed it to continue importing steel, it would eventually end up... What are you doing? I'm trying to find the town on this side of the map, you know. Do you think your citizens are healthy? How many citizens do you have? 2,000 people. They aren't very happy. What's the matter with them? They are living in miserable conditions. There are no kindergartens. Right, I think that they'll be fine for now. Right. Aha, this is apparently... yes, this is the city hall or something. 14 people it takes to get to know the numbers, how many people live in the village. Yes. Good morning, sun. Shine. What are you do? If I were to, would it be a good deal? You're still doing something here. What is that? Yeah, okay, you're loading up prefab panels. And this place doesn't have a power supply. That's why it's rather slow, I would think. But, I mean, there is power here. Wow. Here we are importing power, I suppose. Yes? Couldn't we maybe have a substation that covers, this place as well? Maybe? Would be a good thing to have, just saying, like so we can try and put it in. Since we do have high quality Soviet power available, after all. Yes. $916 rubles. That's a good deal for one of those. I'm not mucking about with the smaller, although they are much cheaper, I would suspect. The angle of connection is not too sharp. We're just being 6,500. That is also a steal for a bit of power cable. And if you could just... thank you. And would that have increased the speed of which you load these here? Maybe. I think it is quickening its pace somewhat. But maybe since we have all the steel and everything available here, we should... Strakorov, why not get you going up there? Why? Why would that be difficult for you? I don't quite see why you have a problem with the with what I have requested from you. Strakorov General Harbor. Right? Hello, Strakorov General Harbor. Why can't this ship navigate to you? Really? Why not? Just why? What is the problem? Don't know. Come on then. You have two places apparently that you're trying to go. Yes, it's I don't think that you're supposed to do it like this, You're supposed to do it like that and set you to load as well and load up on boards. Wait, why don't you? And don't do that neither. Unload boards. Yes, and do something. Come on then. Get unstuck. Get with the program here. Get screwed is also an option. If you're not interested. oil refinery is what we're doing. Oil refinery. Let's get some... Not something like that. Yes, something like that. Oil refinery building music is what we call this. And yes, I was in the right menu. Oil refinery. Oil refinery. This is quite large, and the outputs are that way. The inputs are here. The road is there. There is really no perfect way of doing this. However, I think I could do right, because those are all outputs. I would. The harbor is, after all, down that ways. Right, but before going to the harbor, I'm going to want to go via some great scheme of these things. Yes. So let's say that your input is, yes, for argument's sake, say. That was quite a steep hill there that we had to gouge slightly to get this. And another one. One for fuel and one for bitumen. Perhaps this is not a wise thing to do quite like this. No. Rather a bit more like this, and we want you to level from there and just, oh lord, this is not going to be entertaining. No, it isn't. Screw that, go back to this and put it in just about there. Yes, just so that we can get the road in eventually. Don't want the place burning down. Like that, yes. I mean, this is so far ahead in the future that it's ridiculous to even be considering. But I am planning ahead. Yes. One day, these roads will be built and used. For now, though, we are going with a slightly more modest setup. And you don't quite need that anymore. No. You're trying to figure out, though, which direction to put the oil refinery in, or some such. And its outputs is that way. And its input is there, the road access and the pedestrians and everything is that way. I'm going to have to do something silly with the input, because that will be from the wrong direction, but it doesn't matter at this point. No. Like that. We'll have something like that, and we'll also have a road going from down here for now. Yes, if we have the manpower and things available to do this stuff, then why not at least try? Where are you? That's the wood cutting post still. Here we are. Yes, and you're apparently setting off. Good. Okay, and this, should I fund it, or should I need to click that, right? Or I can pay for it with dollars, I suppose. Because this is so much stuff that I don't make anyways. I mean, no, I don't. I have some of it sitting around. I need 300 tons of steel. How much steel do I have sitting around down here? 241. But the ship refuses to move. And I can't remove that stop because 2 stops are required. Can I do this? Maybe go to Strakorov General Harbor, which ought to be about here. Well, it is here. Strakorov Aggregate Harbor. Okay. Strakorov Cargo Harbor. Strakorov General Harbor. Yes. And try that. Load. Unload. Wait. Why don't you... and load. Yes, boards for some reason. You wanted to... get rid of that. Now then. No, and you're not even telling me that you can't go or anything. Go to a depot, maybe. Yes, do that. Go here. No. There's a question mark. There's no thing explaining why. Is it a case of something, sometimes, this game is very broken. Yes, of course I do. And really I don't have the money to spend on just doing stuff like this to try and make you happy here if you're stuck or something. No, screw it. I think that the dear the dear person who created this scenario and save is may have made a slight mistake here. I don't know. I'm just going to have to work around it. Do you have something? Mechanisms? None. Or is there a gravel truck coming or something? Can I be bothered waiting? Yes. No, what? See, I had gravel right here, and here I had gravel. But why aren't you? You are doing that. Dumper. You are on your way. You are, however, moving very slowly due to the fact that all of the roads are mud roads. Yes. Well, I suppose it's safe to be this close behind when you're going at this speed. But the traffic situation is just hopeless here with these roads and everything. Yes. Okay, let's see. Should I pay for this? Yes, I should. Let's have some stuff happen because as soon as I can get the oil refinery built and put the end product on my little boats here that are currently out or something. Tanker. Right, you're heading. You will actually bring 12,000 rubles. Yes, is what you'll bring. No, we don't even want to do that. We want you to do fuel, and the next time around you do. Yes, you do bitumen. Is what you do. And this stuff we will get rid of eventually, but for now maybe you can bring some fuel with you up here, unless that makes you get stuck on something in the cargo in the harbor there. I really hope it doesn't. No. There are 50 workers here, and this high-octane road building. I shall be right back once the oil refinery is built. Yes, the oil refinery is now done. However, the road is still unfinished, and that is because of there's just one dumper here. Never mind. I'm going to do some more expedited work here, I think. Let's have a bus stop, please. A bus stop. Yes, a bus stop. I know where those are. Those are there. Yes. And we'll hook that onto... where is your pedestrian access? Do you have pedestrian access? Yes, you do, but you're not showing. There and there. Okay, and your pipes are the other way. Good. Then I suppose we shall put the bus stop. That was probably visible before. 545 rubles. That is really, really cheap. There you go. You work at the oil refinery if you get on that bus. That's what you do. Now I really don't. I can't wait around for this road to become finished. You know, screw this. 2,500 and this too. And now you, all of you. I want you to go. Yes, initially you just go here and unload. Don't load, don't do that, stop it. Yes. And all of your friends as well. You, for example? What are you doing? You. What did I just click then? Something completely different. Perhaps, but... he had oil on board, so maybe it was the proper thing to do. Are they loading from here, maybe? Yes, they are. So I have 3 of these, and they are all different. Right, and it's only you left that still don't go to the refinery, and we shall have that remediated right about now. This is just awful. Going along this mud path here. We really should be ashamed of ourselves. But, well, also I have been in power for 29 days. And so far I think that, I mean, one can't expect too much to happen in that short time. No. You're missing power in as well as you're missing this, that, and the other thing. We had a pathetic little power plant available here. I wonder if that will be able to cope with the additional load for an oil refinery, but we shall try. For now, we just need a bit money, you know, to get to be able to invest in a bit more robust infrastructure. For now, though, this is cheap. Good. That is good. How much if I were to do some slight modernification here? You're not telling me. I need. Yes, that okay. That is in one go. Good. You see, that is very expensive. Oh, god damn it. But I suppose I can spend some of the dollars here, which I have very little left of after the oil refinery build. But let's make sure that the people, when they are riding the bus to work at the oil refinery, that they at least get a decent road. And about that ought to do it then. And that piece as well, yes. Well, okay, that's good enough. And up here we'll just have regular asphalt road. Out here you would like something, as long as you're if you want to transport the oil on trucks, which you certainly don't want to do. No, what you do want is a pipeline into here. which is not even built yet. 100,000, okay. We even got workers in here already, and fuel and bitumen is being produced. Excellent. It's not going very quickly though, but we're getting there, and we have, oh my lord, we have so many eager workers waiting. Now, where has he put, I'm assuming, gender here, yes, where did he put the road vehicles depot? Or did he not use that's a tiny bus stop. Yes, I have seen that before. What's this? What is this? This is some cultural thing, is it not? Sport, okay. This is a gym of some sort then. And yes, that's going good. Where did you put, or didn't you? Perhaps you didn't, or I maybe, there's even a bus. Oh, excellent. You will take workers to my newly, no. That's where you want to go, and get rid of that, and get you going. And well, since there are also other people available at this bus platform, we shall be a bit more specific. Yes, only workers. Thank you. And I think that should do it for workers in the oil refinery. Yes. And where are my? I completely forgot. We have. This is further into the unknown territories here. Innis and Gunn original smooth Scottish beer with hints of toffee, vanilla and oak. This sounds a bit worrying if you ask me, but we shall. Pour it here, and it is very dark. And well, it's certainly a nice drink. However, it's not what I prefer my beer to taste like. But it isn't bad as such. Don't know if I can taste the what was it I was supposed to taste now? Toffee, vanilla and oak. I tasted more like some fruit that I can't quite think of the name of, but some fruit is what that tastes like. Anyway, and slightly burnt as well, of course. Yes, burnt malts is what it tastes like. You are out of oil. That went fast. And as of yet, we are not doing anything with stuff that you produce. No. And this is a bit overkill for now, I think. I wonder though if I have the money to get such a project. I mean, this isn't that expensive, and I'm certainly going to want this. 100,000 rubles. Let's buy it. Yes. Do I have a fire station, or is it a weird modded one, or is something that I can't recognize as a fire station, or do I not have one? This is a barack. The quality of flats is 21%. Oh my, the poor people. The poor people. Oh Lord, this is not acceptable living conditions. No, we're doing something about this. Just once we get the economy going a bit. but at least you have plenty of booze, and you're guaranteed as long as we have rubles in the account, which we may not have for always. Anyway, right, that is being built out of this then. Because this, we have a lot of oil here, and the transport capacity of these are, yes, we're building for the future, and there will be so much oil coming in here from, just remember, we look at the map here, there will be oil flowing through here, yes, maybe. It is a potential anyway. Let's see, out of you we go, and we do not quite do that though, we do a bit more, yes, and we need to go up there, and I think about in about here somewhere is where I would like to, you would like to have, we would, everyone would like to have a booster pump. What's all this stuff? I have absolutely no idea. There was a lot of mods that was needed to be added to my collection in order for this this map and this scenario to be allowed to load. Yes. And we'll just take you up a few steps so that we can get a road in, should we want to, but I have a feeling that this will be just too long. Yes, it will be nuts. We'll have another booster pump then. How much are you so far? 61, you know, it's not that. Bought, sold, everything. That's, I'm used to much later game prices. I'm also perhaps used to much later game prices when it comes to what you actually get paid for things. Yes. But that ought to get stuff rolling here quite a bit better if I were to be able to provide these good machines with electricity as well, which I will, but I mean these wonky old crappy wires, strings basically, that are here, they are no good. I don't like them, and but it will have to do. What is your capacity? 0.65 megawatts. That's not a lot, you know. And the substation, I think, is maximum 2 megawatts or something. Yes. Have you in there, and well, here we can have a powerful line. Not that it matters, but it's more expensive, and it's much better. And there we go. Did you manage to keep the voltage up? No. We are pulling slightly more power than the little... No, but this is not at peak, but I suppose this wire then is glowing red hot at the moment, maybe. I don't know. No, the voltage is fine there. The voltage is fine there. The voltage is fine everywhere. We're managing. Great. You are without power supply. That's no problem. That's only good, in fact. Alright, did you find a fire station? You know, I'm not sure. I didn't. I can't confirm that fire station exists. What is this? Another barack. Terrible. And these are the nice houses, wooden apartments, so the quality of flats 55%. Yes, it's a bit of stuff to take care of here. Kindergarten. And that looked like a fire station a little bit. That could have been. The fumes of the tiny power plant. Yes, very nice. What happens when you will run out of fuel soon? We need to do something about that. We have fuel. You will run out any second now. In fact, we are buying a little tanker here, or maybe not little, oil tank. Yes, 12 tons. Good, very good. That will do nicely. Hello. You are going straight into here and loading up on fuel. Maybe it isn't this rushed. I don't know. There, and you're waiting. Go. It is actually it's a good thing that I caught it, certainly. Indeed. Should we have some let's have some more music from the Workers and Resources soundtrack, if you wouldn't mind. No, I would not mind. Right. Okay, so we have oil here. We don't have oil here, but we have everything else that we need to make great profits eventually. And now this would be a bit awkward, I seem to recall, because the inputs are on this side. Yes. And would you want to do something a bit yes, I would like to do something a bit crazy and such. We'll take you around at ground level up to about this point, and then we'll take you up and over all of this stuff. And this is certain not to cause any issues at all in future. No. And where is my closest power, my substation here? You get your electricity from there, okay. I'm going to need a new power line here in any case, because this is not going to cut it. It will, however, cut it for now, and I will cut it there. Yes, and an electric substation, you say? Yes, that's what I want. Would you, would that you know, you want a switch here. That's what you want here. Yes. And we shall have that, please. So, okay. This may not go according to plan immediately. Really. And you're connecting. Okay. I'll have it. If you're offering. And we shall take you around. Now you're building the crappy wires. Don't do that. Also, do not have that when building wires and roads and stuff that you might want to change your mind about. Put simply. Right. About here. Yes. Here. Here. Yeah. Yes, and now you're going to have to do something a bit silly here, you know, because this is completely wrong. But the buildings are not very flexible, you know. Where did I leave? I left it there. Did that really connect? No. It actually looks like it did, and if this isn't too sharp of an angle, I don't know what is. But did it connect? It did. Okay. Good for you then. Now, we're going to need a booster pump in here. Yes. And we're going to want it in this direction. Yes. Right about there. I hope that's... And we're going to need another one over here somewhere. Let's see if I can eyeball this well enough, or if it will be too far or too close, or too something of some kind. I just put two of them on top of each other. Let's not do that. Yes. pipeline. Yes. You are complying so far, and you are within some sort of reasonable grasp of my budget. You can do this. You're not overlapping with anything. No. What are you overlapping with? There's nothing... There you go. You see? You could do it. Now. Just about 98,000. Now, let's have a look at the impact that this has on... If I've done it properly, that is... but it won't have any impact at all until you build these things. And yes, that got them going. Are we now, at least do we now have fuel for our power plant? Yes, we do. Good. That's good. We have a source of electricity is, for the moment at least, secure. And I think that this is a good step in the right direction. We now have so much more robust infrastructure here, and we can immediately retire these for future better use. But for now you can go and park up over here, and well, how far away from the refinery are you? Quite a ways. Can't be quite bothered for that right about now. Where are you? They're out there. Yes. There you are. And you as well. Go there. Right, friends. The sun is rising on the newly inaugurated oil refinery here, which is being supplied via pipelines nowadays. Thank you so very much for watching, dear friends, and we shall continue in the next exciting installment of what's this place called again? Krasnojarsk. It doesn't quite have the same ring to it as the demokratiska Böhmen or the democratic Bohemia or the royal Bohemia. No, I'm not quite feeling it yet, but maybe this will grow on me. We shall see. Thank you so very much for watching. Good night.